Hey, what's up, guys? It's Jevin here again. So, today I thought I'd make a video about a cheap Nemesis 3 farmer, a lightning strike farmer. So, I built a cheap lightning strike build that costed me around 30x, I believe. I'll show you the full price breakdown in a while, but here is the build. So, I'm running a pretty cheap claw. So this claw, I just crafted this. I bought the base for 1x. It's not even the Imperial claw, but this will do for a cheap version. 1x for the base, around 1x for the essence. So I just did essence of anger until I hit some attack speed, and then just did multi-mod. So I think in total, I spent about 5 to 6x uh, for this claw. For the helm, I just bought an evasion base with the lightning strike pierce enchant for 50c, I believe, and then just slammed some essence of greed until I got like a resistance, and yeah, that's pretty much it. For the shield, bought a fractured life shield for around 50 to 60 chaos, and then just did some harvest, reforge, cold, lightning, or fire until I got a resistance and the avoid elemental ailments, so I can cap my so I can be ailment immune. Because I need 30% because we get 70% from the tree. Farrell's fur, nothing special, just high life and high evasion armor rolls, about 4x. Amulet about 100c, I believe, for this one. Just mainly looking for some crit multi, flat elemental damage, and resistance, and life. Mark of the Elder, you just want at least 90% attack damage if your other ring is a shaper item, and then some around 8% or more life. This one costed me 100c. For this ring, around 100c as well. So just a curse ring with one rest and an open prefix so you can craft life. For the gloves, I think this costed me around 1x, I believe. Yeah, around 1x. So I just bought a base with a strike plus 1 already, and a resistance with 2 open suffix, and then I crafted aspect of the cat and bench crafted the resistances. Boots pretty standard, just dark gray with a enchant, around 1 to 2x depending on which time of the day you buy. And then we also have the belt, which is under 100c, I believe, or 1x. You're just looking for strength, life, and chaos rest. And the reason why I want strength here is so that I can switch to headhunter later on. So this build is headhunter viable or headhunter ready. So this is rest cap without the belt. This will be rest cap without the belt. Yeah. And then for the tree, still the same deal. I went with the inspired learning here because this is a budget version. We're not doing headhunter, so we're just using inspired learning. This costs around 1.5x. I just want 4 notables within the radius, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and that should work. I'm using 1 large cluster here for mana leech, fuel the fight, and then standard marshal the prowess, and yeah, fuel the fight. The third node, you don't really need it. You just need calamitous because and devastator works as well for the third mod, so that fuel the fight and martial prowess is on this side of the cluster, so you don't spend more points to get them. And then Lethal Pride. My Lethal Pride only has 5% double damage here and some armor, I believe. Yeah, armor. It's fine. And then a Corrupted Blood, Corrupted Immunity Jewel. I have 3 points left, so this tree is level 9 built for level 97. So that's fine. And then yeah, let's see how it plays out. I'll show you the POB in a second. So as you can see, I have a price breakdown here on the POB. Might not be 100% accurate, but yeah, just do your own research if you want to build the same. It shouldn't be far off the 29x that I spent building this. So here you can see the gears and the tree. I'll put this down on the description below so you can have a look. For the flasks, I'm just using some cheap flasks. Should be under 100C for all of these, so just standard granite with armor suffix, cinder swallow, Azir's promise with max elemental to chaos as extra chaos, diamond with reduced effect of curses. A crit chance might be better here as a suffix because we're not crit cap. Because this is a budget version, and then Jade Flask with evasion. We are pretty tanky in terms of defenses. We are at 204k EHP, 155 for the elemental, and if we put in the, say, 15k enemy hit, let's see, we're at 92k EHP, which is pretty good. I believe this build can tank a Minnow Slam. But yeah, all right. So let's try if this is gonna do well on Nemesis 3. So I'm gonna do Nemesis 3, 60% Delirious map right here. And then it should also be Reflect Immune. Sorry, I just need to, yeah, Reflect Immune. 60% reflected elemental damage taken reduced. And then Yugal Pantheon. So those are my Pantheons. Lunaris and Yugal. So just Nemesis 3, standard one. So we want Beyond, Abyss, Unique Corrupted, and then Nemesis 3. For the Scarabs, we're using the same thing. Gilded Relic, Gilded Breach, Gilded Polished Div, and Gilded Abyss. So let's see. Alva, and then we'll do Beyond. All right. Let's just check our loot filter. Cool, we're on the 6-link filter. That's cool. Let's see. This is the first time I'm gonna try this build out. So if I die or if it fails, please bear with me. But I think it will do fine. Because I was actually running a weaker build early on in the league. So I was running yeah, just one inspired learning on like a very cheap build early on. I think day 3 or something of the league. I was farming this till I get my headhunter. Yeah. The mobs are quite tanky. I can definitely feel it compared to my high-end build. Just because it's 60% delirious. Maybe this will do probably pretty well with a 20% delirious map. We just want Deli Orb, I think. Because we're not getting a lot of rare monster stacks. But once we ramp up, it should be all good. So let's start looting those stuff. But as you can see, we are quite tanky. Hopefully I don't jinx that, because there's quite a few mobs here. Those little spiders, I don't think you need to kill them. They just disappear eventually. Let's see if we can kill this guy. Oh, this guy's really tanky. Alright. Yeah, so you can see, guys, even though it might take you a while to clear the map, it can definitely do it at this budget pretty well. Might even be better, as I mentioned, if you do just one Deli Orb. Just to start things off until you can farm your Headhunter. And then transition from there. But yeah, it doesn't really matter if you clear the map, say 5 minutes slower. Because the time-consuming part of this farming method is the looting. It's not really clearing the map. So... yeah. Hopefully we don't fail this Alva mission. I think we'll be alright. Because sometimes if the mobs are too tanky, you run out of time. Because you end up spending time killing the Beyond mobs, which doesn't add to the Alva timer, I believe? Could be wrong. Alright. Yes, you can see we're struggling quite a bit on the Beyond mobs, the Beyond unique bosses. But that's fine, we can manage. Alright, did we drop anything? Drop some 6 links. Put that there. Might not be the best idea to do the Alva missions now because we're losing our rare monster stacks from our inspired learning. But that's fine, I mean... this is what I'm talking about, so I'm running out of time. So I need to kill some actual incursion mobs before I deal with the Beyond mobs. Yep. Let's see if we can clear it. Two seconds. 1 second. Yeah. Yeah. I think it was a mistake that I ran 60% delirium. I really think if it's just one Deli Orb, it will be so easy. But yeah, as long as we're not dying, it's fine. So you guys want to trigger those stuff on the ground? That's like delirium mobs. Yeah, this is what's good about the Lightning Strike build for Nemesis farming, is it's very tanky. And it does pretty good damage at this budget. Like I doubt you can do the same with like a bow build, because bows need very high investment and they also are so squishy even at very high investment. You get one tapped a lot with like a bow build. There are probably other builds out there that can do the same on the same budget or even cheaper, but I'm just not aware which ones are those. If you guys know, let me know. Because the only build I know how to play is Lightning Strike. Yep. It is quite painful to run Nemesis like this. I can't believe I did this for like 1 week straight at league start. But yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. But once I got my headhunter, it was pretty much a breeze from there. And then I just started upgrading my items, starting from the claw. I believe I started with a claw, made a good claw. And then from there, it just skyrocketed because the materials for running this map early on was so cheap. It was dirt cheap. Like, I remember the Booming Populace Watchstones were 40 chaos each. And now it's like, what, 2.4x or something like that. Even the cheaper prefix suffix Watchstones were around under 10 chaos at league start. It was so good. You make so much profit. And on top of that, the currencies that you loot from this map also sells a lot. So yeah, it's like a win-win. And over time, the investment on running this map just goes higher and higher. So that's why I kind of stopped doing those fully juiced Nemesis 4 maps, Triple Beyond, because the the cost to run them is just way too high. Though you can still make profit doing them, I just don't. Yeah, it's just not as much compared to like before I uploaded my video. I was making a lot of money. I'm actually at the moment I'm trying to do those abyssal depths for the challenge. So every time I see one, I'm pretty happy because they're quite rare. Actually, I just noticed I used to skip them a lot, and I kind of regret skipping them early on because they're quite rare, and I need 50 of them. We need to leech some life. Cool. That's the good thing about using a claw is the life on gain implicit. Oops. Almost died there. Yeah, the life on gain and life gain on hit, sorry, implicit is really good to keep you alive. So even if you take, as long as you don't get one shot, you shouldn't die. And as long as you're hitting something. Like that. It's juicy. Got about 37 stacks, so that's pretty good. Unfortunately, we didn't drop an exile or a scout card this map, but that's fine. It will average out with a big sample size. And also, we're not running MF with this one, so don't expect the same sort of drops. Cool, we're almost done. We're about 14 layers of Delirium now, which is pretty good. It's pretty standard. See if we get any more Scourge mobs. Maybe there's a clutch Exalted Orb on Alva. Let's see. Nope. Yeah, if you guys want to build something like this, just push your budget up a bit, maybe to 50, 60x and get a better claw. Because the claw really carries this build. So we didn't get anything, that's fine. So that's basically it, guys. I just wanted to show you that 30x budget can do Nemesis 3 somewhat, mid-level juice, not the full juiced winged scarab ones, triple beyond, but it is doable. As I said again for the third time now, just use one deli orb, and you'll be all right. All right, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you have any questions, just ask them on the comment section down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.